Happy holidays. How are you guys doing today? Let me know in the comments where you were watching from and what you were drinking. I am in Stockbridge, Georgia, and I am drinking throat soothing tea and chamomile lavender mix. So hopefully you had a great Christmas. Let me know where you're watching from and what you're drinking. I am going to be pulling up my notes for today. Today has been an eventful day. Um, But did you guys have a good holiday? It is my hope. I had a really restful holiday. I had an urgent care visit today. I didn't know if I was going to make it, but I did. As you may know, if you watched me last week, I am recovering from some viral whatever it may be, and my chest was really tight. And anyway, I got diagnosed with bronchitis, which I already knew, but I had a breathing treatment, and it worked some wonders. I spent today sort of chilling out and making sure that I was okay and I'm feeling great. So I'm glad to be here. This is our last live of the year. And I don't know if you can see my shirt, but we're ending the year bold and relentless. Let me see if I can zoom out and let you guys see my bold and relentless shirt. I've already ordered our shirt for this year upcoming. Let's see if you can see my shirt. Can you see my bold and relentless shirt? So this was our theme for this year. Travel Warrior was sort of our secondary theme. But if you don't know, 2024 is bold and fearless. So I will be having bold and fearless shirts for 2024. And I will be rocking the new shirt in the upcoming weeks. We're waiting for them to come in. But this has definitely been a bold and relentless year. Like I had to push through relentlessly through. But I wanted to end the year. Hold on just a second. Otis, can you give me some cough drops, please? I think this tea is going to hold it. But I am sure once I start talking, I'm going to start tickling that throat. But we are going to end it on a great note. We're going to talk about the best of 2023, and I'm going to give you some idea of those tools that I evaluated and used ultimately all this year. So I evaluated several tools to this year, and I will start this message off with, if I am using a tool, I am most likely endorsing it and I'm an affiliate. So this I will be including affiliate links. If I am not able to multitask, thank you so much. If I'm not able to multitask and get the links with you at the same time that I'm doing this, I'll make sure inside of this video that I include the links later on. So we will be talking about some of the tools that I've used pretty much all year and I recommend. But let's start with the best of 2023. I am going to put my teacup. I got this teacup in Dubai. For years, I collected shot glasses, but as I've aged, shot glasses are not as cool. So the first time I went to Dubai, I got some really cool cups from London, the London airport. And I said, you know what? I'm going to start collecting coffee cups because I like coffee and I like tea. So this is my Dubai coffee cup, which is on my best list for 2023. Now, the sad part is my eyes are really old. And so with this kind of new setup, I'm going to have to bring it a little bit closer so I can put the cough drops in the tea. What a great idea. I'm going to do that. Hold on. Thanks, Danielle. That is a great idea. I'm going to drop 2 cough drops in my tea, in my chamomile tea, and I'm going to take one with me to hopefully prevent any major coughing. But anyway, this is my Dubai cup. I got 2 cups, so I am now officially collecting tea or coffee mugs when I go out of town. So we're going to start with the best of 2023. And as I'm writing my best of 2023, I would love for you all to share your best of 2023. What are 1 or 2, 3 things that you want to share that really was the best highlights of your 2023? And then I'll comment later on, because again, I can't figure out how to do this. this contraption. I am literally going to have the studio set up by, my goal is by February, but I do sort of like my green screen setup. Do you guys like that? You can see my logo. Like, I'm really loving this. So tell me what your best of 2023 is. My number one best of 2023 is we introduced in 2022 our learning through experiences trips for travel advisors. And I will have to say in 2023, that was probably the highlight of my year. Unfortunately, our last trip was in July because I ended them because I became a Mimi and I had a bunch of things scheduled. So we didn't have anything in the fall. But we did this year, we did 3 LTE trips. We did Dubai in January. We did Cuba in February, and then we did Dubai again in July. And by far, when I thought of this whole concept, it was to take advisors out of town, because I work with a lot of you travel advisors, and many of you all were in the same boat that I was, that I didn't know suppliers. So I was afraid to pull the trigger in countries that I hadn't been before, and particularly take groups. So the idea of discovery trips is something that I knew about, but I hadn't really embarked upon. So in 2021, we took 10 advisors to Cancun and we did our first fam trip. Was an overwhelming success. Really loved the bonding and the camaraderie. And subsequently, when we got back from Cancun, we planned our January Dubai trip. And again, absolutely loved the experience. Took advisors who had never been to Dubai. We worked with a supplier that we had never worked with. Did some training about 6 months prior to that to really prepare the advisors on how to sell Dubai themselves. And many of those advisors that went on that trip have subsequently created their own Dubai signature trips and are selling them now. So by far, my number one best highlight of 2023 is our learning through experiences. And in 2024, we're going to continue that same endeavor. Our signature trip will continue to be Dubai. Love Dubai, love the culture, love the experience. It's nothing like I ever experienced, and would really love to take more advisors out there so that they can dispel all of your preconceived notions of what it is. However, I am sensitive to the conflict that is going on in that part of the world. So we will not do Dubai until January 2025. But our 2024 LTE trips are as follows. We will be doing Bali in August. We will be doing Greece in October. And then again, we'll be doing Dubai in 2025. I will most likely be fitting in a Caribbean trip sometime next year. I haven't decided, but that will be a 3 to 4 day trip. We will probably visit one resort and really focus on one particular area of the Caribbean. But the idea with these learning through experiences they're not fam trips. So like, I really want you to throw the idea of a traditional fam out. The idea is I design these trips for you to experience them in the same manner that your clients would experience them, and give you some opportunity to do inspections so that you can actually, like, if you want to go off the sites that we're going, give you some time to actually explore some additional properties and hook you up with some opportunities to do this. This is not a traditional fam. It really is a learning through experience. These trips come with our Booking for Foundations course. This year, what we're changing in 2024 is we're really looking for people to join us on these experiences because you want to create your own signature trips. My lesson learned from the trips is some of the agents that were coming really thought of them as fam trips. And I really want to dispel that. I really want you guys coming out of this with either your own signature trips already designed by the time you come back from the trip or before you go, and you're taking your own guests with you, so on a discovery trip, or you're for sure creating your own signature trip. So the thing that will be changing in our LTEs in the upcoming years, that there will be an application. There is going to be some prerequisites for it, and we're actually going to do some on-site training. We're going to do a half a day of on-site training. And some of the advisors had asked that we do that on-site. So that is what we're going to do in 2024. So learning through experience is hands down. It gets me out of town. It gets me fulfilling that part of the vision for OTB, which is to ensure that travel advisors are actually doing the thing that they love, and that they are experiencing the world and not just bringing those experiences to their clients, but also to themselves, and discovering new places that they haven't. So that is our number one. Our number two best of review is really the whole idea of simplifying the tech stack. So I came up with that, simplify your travel business in August of this year. And we are going to be taking that into 2024. But the whole idea is, what I know about travel advisors and what I know about this industry is that it is very archaic in terms of the technology and the tools that are available to us. There are definitely sporadic camps throughout the industry where new technology is being introduced. And in my 2023 tools and review, I'm going to talk about some of those things, but really simplifying the stack. What I know about working with many of you guys are using 10 plus different technology tools to get your job done. And it really ought not be that complicated. So in 2024, we started this in the I guess that would be third quarter of the year, and we will continue that in 2024, is helping travel advisors simplify the way that they run their business through technology and through business processes. And by far, that is my, my best of 2023 is internally, we simplified our own stack. So we started with us. We consolidated more than we eliminated more than 6 tools between the end of last year through this year. Consolidation, elimination is not an easy thing if you've been in business for some time, as we have. So here are some of the things that we consolidated from December of last year to December of this year. We consolidated our school. We retired off of the platform that we were on, which was Thinkific. We retired off of that platform into our all-in-one solution. So our school is now in the same platform. So now I can see from the time we start marketing until we have a student and how they're progressing, we can see that whole journey. We eliminated our email marketing tool. We were on Active Campaign last year, and we also consolidated that into our one all-in-one platform. So we are no longer doing email marketing in Active Campaign. In Active Campaign, we did our sales pages as well. We did all our opt-in pages and all of our non-website pages we did in Active Campaign. So we eliminated that tool. We had WordPress for our website. And what I will tell you is SEO is not my superpower. And early on in our online business, when I started coaching, I had a coach tell me I needed to create a subdomain, and I'm going to get a little bit of technical. So I had trip.onlinetravelboss, Sunday Gardener. I was a URL buyer. But instead of consolidating everything into one domain, we had domains everywhere. So subsequently in October, we hired an SEO expert, and we have consolidated all of our domains down to Online Travel Boss. So we have one presence now. We are hosting our site on our platform. So we've now eliminated hosting on, I think we were using GoDaddy, and we eliminated WordPress, right? So we went down to 3. That's 3 right there. We eliminated our social media scheduler. We were using 4 different schedulers. We were using Facebook. We were using Instagram. I think I was still at the time using the one that starts with the B. I can't even remember what that one was, but we've consolidated all to one social media scheduler. We're using our platform. We eliminated Calendly. Calendly was our calendar system to do all of our strategy calls, all of our trip calls, everything. We got rid of Calendly. We consolidate trip management. Our last trip is on Travel Joy, and we are now using our own tool to manage our trips. So our LTEs are going to be hosted in our new platform. I mentioned funnels and websites, so everything now is out of one platform. That took us a year to do. I'm not going to lie. That was not a small endeavor. I've been in business since 2016. I've used a multitude of solutions. I have tried out a myriad of solutions. In 2022, I discovered the base of the system that we're using and building a Travel Pro suite on, and that is what we have consolidated our business on. It has been a long journey. I have learned a lot. I have learned a lot about myself. I've learned a lot about partnerships. And in 2024, we step over fear and we're getting it done. So my commitment to you all in 2024 is I'm going to continue to help you consolidate your workflows, your tech stack, regardless of what system you're using, system or systems. My goal is to see you streamline the way that you do business. So our biggest accomplishment in 2023 is we released Opus in 20, like I released the Travel Joy training that I did for travel request process and the whole Opus framework last year. And we have completely formalized that through this year. So we have 5 very distinct pillars inside of our operations pillar of success, which is really how you operate your travel business and standardize the way that you do that. So at least when you start and you look at your business, and if you feel chaotic, we at least give you a starting point. And then from there, if you want to customize, you can do that. So that is really what we're going to be talking a lot about in 2024. So our biggest accomplishment was standardizing that framework and now creating a way for travel advisors to plug into that framework. So super excited about the consolidations that we've done, the elimination of software, the reduction in expenses. So I am a firm believer that the things that I teach, I don't teach things that I haven't done myself. Buffer, that's it. That's exactly what it is. I can see it even though it's really tiny. But Buffer is what we eliminated this year as well. So there's a myriad of other smaller tools that we eliminated this year. But for sure, what we are now looking at as we go into 2024, we're about to release some ads. From the time we run an ad until we get a client, and we get a student and they join us in the journey of whichever path they select, we'll be able to see that with minimal zaps in between, which is an amazing feat for me. And that's something that I've been trying to accomplish for the last 4 years. So I'm very excited about our ability to give that to travel advisors in the upcoming year. So that is my number 2, and actually number 3, because my number 3 is I put standardizing the Opus framework, which is the 5 pillars of the framework. And if you don't know what the Opus framework is, it really is 5 major functional areas associated with running your travel business. So if you do fits or individual travel requests, it's the travel request is pillar 1. If you take group leaders, people who orchestrate group trips, and you work with group leaders, you still need to take in their requests. So the first pillar is the travel request. That covers the request, the discovery call, collecting a fee up front, doing the proposal, and then getting them to say yes to the booking. The second pillar is the presentation. So if you do group trips and you need to present sales pages, proposals, that's pillar 2. Pillar 3 is really how you get paid, how you run the money, right? How do you run the money? How do you collect the funds? Standardizing the way that you collect the funds and your terms and conditions associated with that. And then pillar 4 is all about client communication, managing the booking once they've said yes and made that first payment, and then they're doing payments from there. And then the 5th pillar is really around the results, right? Like, How did it all go? How did the metrics go? How are your testimonials tracking? Are you collecting? What's your reputation looking like after you actually book trips? So that is what we're really going to be focused on. You have the opportunity to plug into Opus membership if you want to plug into that framework throughout the year. And there'll be plenty of opportunity to plug into that. So those are my three biggest best of 2023. Last year, I did a little bit of sharing of my worst of 2023 and then my lessons learned, but I definitely want to end with those things. I cannot also, number four is definitely you all. I met some really amazing new clients this year. I opened up my calendar and did some private coaching this year. I don't traditionally do private coaching. That's probably going to be closed down in 2024. We'll only have about 5 spots throughout the year. But opened up my calendar and worked with some really amazing people in 2023. I worked with some amazing people in the consolidation of the technology stack. For those that joined the Opus membership and wrote it out with me in a masterclass a month, I think we released 10 masterclasses. If not 10, maybe 9. I think I re-released them, the 10th one in October. But we released a new masterclass every month and met some great students in that. The Travel Request Blueprint, that whole campaign that we started last year really allowed me to work with a lot of new people this year. And I'm thankful for every single one of you all that I met that are new to my community. And for those that are not so new to my community and are still here, I'm very grateful and thankful for you all too. So I'm going to end with the best of 2024 with you all. I think at the beginning of the year, I did a short video that was really to remind you guys why you are the bomb.com. And I'm going to repost that this week to remind you all that wherever you are in your travel business, you guys are making it happen. I actually read an article just yesterday around, I think it's Norwegian, that's taking back or bringing back the NCS because they effectively said that demand is so high for travel advisors now that they have really been put in a position of being an order taker. I don't know if you guys saw that article that came out, I think it was yesterday, that said that they've been in a position of an order taker and not in a position of really thinking out, forward thinking, and actually positioning themselves as having signature trips or focusing on destinations where it made sense for Norwegian. I think it's premature for Norwegian to think like that, but I'm going to challenge you in 2024 to be fearless. If you are still simply taking orders because you have so much demand, I will tell you, as the curve goes up, the curve does go down, and that's just the ebb and flow of the way this business and frankly any business goes. So if you're not focused on marketing and you're not focused on lead generation, make that your focus in 2024, because when the demand goes down, you already want to have a community of people that love you and are ready to buy from you from whatever your signature trips are. Yeah, I think it was absolutely premature for them to take it away, because I do think that demand is going to go down. I don't know if next year is it going to go down, but I do think as advisors get savvy with the usage of AI technology, they're going to be able to deliver content, get leads quicker, and they can grow their communities quicker than they've ever been able to before. And I think taking that away is definitely premature. But you know what? I'm not in the business of telling other suppliers how to do their business. My goal is to give you the knowledge and the skills so that you can take action, so that you can be even more the bomb.com. All right, so that's the best of 2024. Let's go into my 2023 tool winners. Of the things that I evaluated. I started the evaluation at the beginning of the year, and I am ending with these as winners because I'm still using them. I'm using them in my business every single day from the time I either evaluated them. And number one, I started that evaluation, I don't know, I think it was my girlfriend. One of my girlfriends, she told me about an AI note taker that she was doing. And I can't even remember because it isn't who I ultimately ended up with, because I was looking for, so I don't even remember who it was, but the type of tool it is, it's an application that you connect, and it takes notes. So for all of my Zoom meetings, my Google meetings, any online meeting, conference, web conference I have, and if you've been in a meeting with me, I am taking notes. And why that is so important for me, and most likely for you advisors that are doing discovery calls or meeting with clients, if you have any business that you meet with clients, I am a note taker as I'm doing that. And most of my private coaching clients, I am also taking notes, taking action items, because I that's just what I do. Like I'm really good at it. Like I'm good at note taking, I'm good at action, deriving action items, but actually talking and conducting a meeting, taking notes is a lot of work. And it's a lot of after meeting work to clean it up. So when she told me about it, my girlfriend's name is Ashley. She's my best friend, and she's also been my business bestie since about 2000. I think we started our journey. We took a class together back in 2015. And so she told me about this note taker, and the one that she told me about, it didn't integrate with the other tool that I was looking for. So I subsequently found this tool. This tool that I'm using, that is my live or die, is Firefly's AI note taker. It joins me on every meeting. It's configured. I'll give you the link to it if you'd like to join as an affiliate of mine. I believe you may get a discount, so I'll drop the link in this meeting. Let's see if I am savvy enough. Let me see if I can drink and drop the link in at the same time. I don't know that I'm that good because I'm using my tablet and my phone to do this. So I don't think I'm this. Yeah, I'm not that savvy. So I'll have to drop the links to you guys later. But it's Firefly. So I'll drop all these tool winners. I'll drop them in links after this link after this meeting. Reason why I love it, you do the settings, you configure it, it joins automatically every conference. It just automatically joins. I start a Zoom meeting, it joins, it records. They just dropped a new feature that it actually does the video recording, because I've used all my Zoom recording. So I'm now doing, but it does that. It takes notes, it does summary notes. I can send the notes directly to my clients. And it does a fairly good job. I actually ended up using some notes that I needed in a proceeding that I'm doing as a screen capture, because it literally took the notes that I did. So my point is if you are doing client facing stuff and you got to take notes in a meeting, why not have AI help you do it along the way? So I don't even remember how much it is. It doesn't matter because it saves me time, because literally every meeting I tracked how much time it took me to, I do the meeting, takes me 30 minutes, 45 minutes to do a client call, whatever meeting. And then it took me like another 30, 45 minutes to summarize the meeting and do it and send it all out. All of that time is now gone away. Like I don't even have that time anymore. All of the meeting, not only that, it integrates with my note-taking platform. So I created a Zap and it goes directly there. So I don't even have to go and look for the meeting notes. It just appears there. So then it goes, I can find everything. The best productivity tool that I did in my business by far this year. And I didn't even do that at the beginning of the year. I think I started that in like the second quarter of this year. I don't even care what the cost is. It is a cost that is worth every penny of it. So Firefly's AI is tool winner number one because of the time that it saves me. You would be under a rock if you didn't know ChatGPT is my boo. Like ChatGPT is my boo, my bae, my second, like it is literally my assistant. But I would be remiss to not mention Toby, because Richard was on. I did a meeting with Richard. I do have a coupon discount. So if you're not already signed up with Voyager Social, from the time I found Richard, at the beginning of the year to this year, the amount of improvements that they have done with Toby is leaps and beyond. Like it is just astounding. And so at the beginning of the year, I thought ChatGPT was definitely better. For me, I say ChatGPT is still my go-to because I am a prompt engineer. I geek off of building the prompts, defining the way that the prompts go, because my business is not just working with travelers. I work with travel advisors. So being able to cater my prompts to that, being able to have direct connection to ChatGPT is still the bomb. So I actually have Toby. So I have Toby and I have ChatGPT. I also have another AI productivity tool that is on my list. So I will give you a link if you are not already using Toby. I actually did a training with Richard a couple of weeks ago. And then in this YouTube video, I'll include the link to that, point you to that training, and then also point you to the link that will give you the discount for Toby AI. The amount of tools. One of the things that I really like that he's done with Toby is the destination guides. And if you guys know anything about how I feel about stranger offers and even signature trips, just already having those destination guides as a part of your arsenal, download them, use them, add them as opt-in offers to your website. The work is already done. They're pretty intense, extensive, and the way that you can customize them, coupling that with Canva is like no other. Like, I don't believe in like starting from scratch and doing the work. There's so much work that we already have to do from scratch. I believe in leveraging as much as your marketing content. I don't, and make sure you're clear about the words that I use. Leveraging. I do not believe in copyright infringement. I do not believe in stealing people's work unless you've paid for it. So I do not believe in you going into Toby, using it and giving it to travel advisors. I'm not down for any of that. So I want you to hear it from me. I believe in investing in your business. And when you invest in the business, utilize it, reuse it as often as you possibly can. So that's my number 2 is Toby. If you don't know what ChatGPT is, I will not only include with you in this link, in this video, a link to Toby. Toby is specific to the travel industry. He has trained Toby around the travel industry. He's also just now got a new link with a new feature that is like, I believe it's a semi-itinerary for clients. I haven't investigated it, but I know it's now free to all Toby investors. That to me is worth the weight in gold. So I will be doing some investigating there. But if you don't know what ChatGPT is and you have been under a rock or you're scared of it and you don't know what it is, I will link you to my ChatGPT introduction training that I did at the beginning of the year. And I am overdue on doing some more. So if you need that, just say, just say ChatGPT, and then I will also tag you in that training as well. But if you're a travel advisor in 2024 and you're not using some sort of AI to help you with marketing content and sales page funnels, your trip, your proposals, your group pages, just language, emails, like you're just wasting time. Like, there's no reason for you to start with a blank sheet of paper with technology that's in the place. Now, there is an art to it. And like, if you heard me, I consider myself to be a prompt engineer, right? So your output is only as good as your input. Toby gives you a leg up because he already speaks travel. He already speaks travel language. Richard and his son have spent all year training Toby. I don't even remember what Toby's original name is, but his name is Toby now. He's trained Toby. He's also got direct connection to travel supplier content. There's no reason for you not to invest in either ChatGPT Pro or something that specialized in the travel. I believe it's worth the investment. So I'm going to get off that soapbox because that's my number tool winner for 2023. My number 3 tool winner for 2023 is a tool by the name of Cast Magic. I learned about this tool through another travel advisor, and subsequently have not even fully haven't even fully implemented it in our travel business, but we are playing with it now. I literally think that I have 500. I don't know, maybe I'm exaggerating. Seems like it's 500. I have a lot of hidden videos on YouTube because YouTube is where I post Oliver. That was his name, Oliver. And it's so funny because my grandson's name was going to be Oliver before he became Coda. And I forgot that connection. And maybe that's why I also love the name Oliver. I just still love the name Oliver. I think I'll still call my my grandson Oliver because I still think he's an Oliver. But anyway, his name is Coda. Nonetheless, Toby is his new name. I think he had a copyright issue, and so he had to change the name to Toby. And nonetheless, where was I going? Cast Magic. So I've got a link for Cast Magic too. What does Cast Magic do? For those of you who are maybe you've missed it over the last couple of lives that I've done, YouTube is where we are investing a lot of our time. I am literally 15 hours away from my 4,000 hours of monetization. So if you don't know anything about the YouTube rules, there's 3 criteria that or is it 2? It's 2 criteria, and they changed it back in 2019. Because in 2018, this is a little bit of history for me. I was in a coaching program with an amazing business coach who really was one of the first business coaches that allowed me to 10x my business. And her name is Tracy Timberlake, and just love her to death. She did. I was in a 6-month program with her, and it started in October, and she did a training. How I actually found her is because the year before in 2018, she used to do this year training on every year in it's called Vlogust, and it's in August. And that year in 2018, I was on a cruise and I couldn't participate in Vlogust, and I had this death fear. Like I literally to love going live now. Back in when I started, video was my arch nemesis. My story is I used to have to take a shot of Crown every time I went live or did video because I was just so nervous. So anyway, in 2018, she did this thing. Like every year, she used to do this Vlogust every year, every day in the month of August, you go live or you post a video on your YouTube channel. And I was like, in 2018, we were on the cruise. I said, you know what? I'm not going to do it in 2018 in August. I'm going to do it in September. And I did it. In 2018, in September, must have been 2017, because in 2017 in September, I did 28 days straight, or some combination of 28 days, and I called it Vlogtember or something like that because I missed August. And that was the turning point in my video fear. Is I stepped over that fear. It didn't matter how I felt. It didn't matter how I looked. Every day for 30 days, I came and I did 10 to 15 minutes, and I went and I showed up. And from that point forward, going live was no longer a problem for me. And so subsequently, I joined her program. The next year, I joined her, I think it's called Platform. And she taught me about funnels. She taught me how to build the funnel, how to actually build the funnel, build the sales pot, like create an offer, run an offer, and do all that. And out of that offer came, in that December, she did a hustle through the holidays, and she taught me how to use YouTube. So she said, post 5 videos. And I did it. And I posted 3. She said 3 videos. In 2018, I posted 3 short videos that are still live today. They are not my best videos, but they are still the most popular videos. So I made this is a long story and I'm sorry, but I made a decision then that I wanted to monetize my YouTube channel. I didn't really commit to the decision, but I said I wanted to commit to it. Subsequently, make this story short, is in 2018, you could just, all you had to do is just have like 100 people and that was it. But they changed the rules. In 2018, or 2019, they changed the rules and you had to have 1,000 subscribers and then you had to have 4,000 hours, watch hours on YouTube in a 12-month rolling period. And at that time, I had less than 1,000 viewers and I had less than 1,000 hours. And I was like, but there's a whole way that you got to get the hours. Like, you can't just post a video like everything, right? You can't just post it and you get watch hours. Like, there's a whole SEO that you have to do with YouTube. And we've done it wrong for years. So we did it wrong for years. Anyway, make a long story short, I'm 15 hours away from my 4,000 hours. I will hit that this year. I will hit that this week because you guys, just by virtue of you being here, will allow me to hit my 4,000 hours. So it's taken me 2018 to 2023. What is that, 5-6 years? Because I didn't really commit. We started really committing to our YouTube channel about 6 months ago. And that's how we have subsequently grown the watch hours. But I have 500 videos on YouTube because everything that I do video-wise goes to YouTube or goes to Loom. It doesn't stay on my hard drive. I upload it to YouTube or I upload it because it's a part of a class. It's a part of whatever, right? So there is a tie-in really to the why I like Cast Magic. Because Cast Magic is a little piece of heaven where you can take your YouTube videos or upload a video from any source. You have to pay for hours, and it will create repurposed content for you. All you need is to upload the video. You upload the video, and AI will transcribe the video word for word, and then it will create tweets, social media posts, blogs, newsletters, you name it, it'll create it, right? So they've got different personas that you can adopt. You can also use your own prompts to create this content. Now, when you talk about repurposed content, I love video. I have 500 videos. I have so much video content that I have not published. Literally, I don't have to do another live video ever for the entire year of 2024 and just reuse all of my existing content. But I love doing video and I have so much new stuff to talk about. I just couldn't do it. I tried to do it, but I couldn't do it. My point is like this video, we're going to pop it into Cast Magic. It'll create a newsletter. It'll create social media posts. It'll create tweets. When you talk about being everywhere, when you talk about content, when you talk about creating a connection with your community, if you talk about being discovered, this is the path to that. It's not about you creating 50 individual pieces of content. It's about you reusing that content and using it and being visible to the audience of people that you want. So let's say I'm gonna give you a couple of use cases for Cast Magic. You guys like to go on fam trips and you like to go spend your spare time going and doing inspections, right? So you do these videos that are inspections and that show all these different what do you call it? Properties, right? Plop that into Cast Magic and create reasons why that property is the box, because you're saying it in the words, right? So you use that video once, but then you can create all this ancillary content. You can use our social scheduler to then schedule that content on Twitter, on what's the one that's no longer its name, X, TikTok, not TikTok, Twitter. It's no longer Twitter, it's X, right? This should, I'm still gonna have a hard time calling it X, right? Twitter, X, whatever it is called, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, a newsletter for yourself, like all of that now becomes, right? You can take any videos that you do and then translate that into specific. If you have old videos that you've done, you can take that. If you do new videos, if you do like going live, right? We're taking all of our live content and running it through Cast Magic. Like it's just amazing. How we're going to publish it to be determined. I got a VA. That's her entire responsibility. Is I do the live, I show up, they go and they create the future content out of one video that I do. That is their job. So that is my tool number 3 winner, is a tool that allows you to repurpose one piece of content without me having to do the work, and even minimizes somebody else's work on the team to do it. Cast Magic is the winner. Now, I've told you guys that I'm not a big proponent of you guys buying a bunch of tools that are going to be, new $20 tools. But these $20, $40 a month tools, again, I don't care how much they are because they save me money in terms of my time. So now I no longer have to spend, I no longer even work on the 30-day content calendar. I work on 4 lives a month. I work on the topics that I'm going to speak. I do the descriptions. My VA does the emails to y'all, the social media posts. We're using AI based on the description that I define to do the emails, to do the social media posts. I show up and I do them. This is my zone of genius. I like doing the videos, right? I like showing up and talking to you all once a week, right? Now, that video goes through some tool, some AI tool, to then create multiple tweets. So if it's not a tweet anymore, if it's not Twitter, what's an X? Is it X's? Like, so is it X's and O's that you do now? Like, what do you call the multiple variations of what used to be called tweets? Like, I don't Twitter. I don't know. I don't know that I'm going to Twitter. What's Facebook's version of Twitter? Because I'm on there, but I'm not posting to it, but I think I'm going to start. That's what we're going to do. I don't know that I'm down for Elon Musk. I'm just here to say it. I don't know that I'm down for his craziness, but Facebook's got a tweet version. I've signed up for it. I'm not doing too much of it, but that's what I'm going to do. I'll probably do Twitter because there's so many people still on Twitter. But if he still goes wacko lucky's whacked, I don't know that I'm going to do Twitter. But anyway, that's another Threads. That's what it is, Threads. So I'm on Threads, but now we've got Threads. So Instagram Threads. So we've got now that. So Cast Magic creates the Instagram thread. It creates carousel. So do you guys know what carousels are? Which are the story pictures that tell you, picture 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, I was having a hard time because, again, creativity, I am really good at like creating other people's stuff, but when it comes to my stuff, I do have a bit of a brain block. And so when I think, oh, like, how do I make a 5-story image out of this, right? Like, what should I say? Cast Magic, it does it for it. I tweak the words, right? Give it to my graphic artist. She does all the images for it. Boom, it's done. Like the content, 30-day content creation is no longer. Like, I literally think I did a training this year on creating 30 days of content using ChatGPT. I'm now going to redo a training on 30 days of content using one idea, one video using Cast Magic that creates all the content for you. I'm going to give you the prompt, create the idea, use Cast Magic to actually create the content. Would you guys like that kind of training? That's the kind of stuff we're doing. Leveraging AI to make our lives easier, right? Ain't nobody got time for that. I'm trying to build signature trips and I'm trying to get you guys profitable. That's my goal. So with the 3 winners for 2023, those are and they are all AI related tools because I evaluate a lot of AI tools. I've got a lot of tools that I've evaluated that I've not implemented in our business. And until I've implemented them in our business, I won't talk about them. One winner that didn't make the cut, but the concept is good. And until they get the platform performing better, I'm not going to fully endorse it, but I'm going to tell you the concept of it. There's two that I evaluated that I liked, but they still need some improvement. So we're going to still, I'm going to renew my my subscription for it next year, because I'm hoping they improve the performance. One of them is called Pictory. I bought this at the beginning, about a year subscription for it. And the concept is really good. It's the same thing where you can upload your video, you can take, and we write blogs, you can upload your blogs and it will convert it into a video. It's just very slow. It's like, I don't recommend it because it's molasses slow. And my VA tested out and she was like, it took me like 2 hours just to get the video load. So they've got some performance issues before I like officially recommend, but the concept is really cool, which is you can take either a written piece of content, an article, a blog, and convert it into a video with pictures. So they use stock photos and they use AI to create a script that takes your blog, your written content, and converts it into a video, a picture video using static imagery and static videos. They have a huge video library. So the concept is really cool. The marriage of AI is really cool. This particular tool's performance is not that great. So not ready to recommend that. I'm looking for alternatives for that because I write a blog every week. So being able to take my blog and then create that into video that's not me having to do it is very sexy to me. So I'm looking at that technology. Then the other technology that we found really late at the end of the year, but I didn't like the cuts, and there's a bunch of tools that are out there that take long video and cut it into short video using AI. That's sexy to me because, again, right, I like doing these 45-minute, hour-long videos. I love training for a long period of time, but making shorts, I hate doing. I don't like doing 1-minute shorts, like, because it takes a lot of stop and start, and I just don't like it. So I evaluated like 3 or 4 tools. I didn't like the way they cut. I still needed a video editor to go in and cut the spirit of what I was saying in those. But I think this year, I bet is the languages, there's a term for the language that AI is using, and I can't think of the name of it. But as AI improves and the language models improve, the ability for them to take a long video and create 1 minute, 60-second, 93-minute videos from that and keep the spirit of what the essence of what you're talking about, I know that will be, that will just improve over time. Really, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to tell you, in 2024, we're probably going to be investing in our own proprietary model that I am training, because, you know, I got a very, very specific community of people that I'm servicing. And so being able to spit out the results that I want, training our own model, just like Richard has trained Toby for the advisor who wants to work with travelers. I want to train a model that wants to work with travel advisors, right? Travel suppliers, service providers in the industry. So that's probably what we'll be investing in 2024. Working with suppliers more, integrating with more suppliers is where we're going in 2024. All right, so I am already over the hour, but I still have like 2 more things I want to tell you. Are you guys game for that, or would you guys like me to end and let you go? Let me know in the comments. Would you guys like me to finish up, or would you guys like me to do a part 2? Let me know. And whoever said put the cough drop in the tea, thank you for the advice, because my throat is tickling, but I'm doing good. All right, keep going. I'm going to keep going. So I'm going to give you my 2024 focus. I've already talked a little bit about this, but I want to just kind of summarize it as we end, because this is the last live of the year. So in 2024, our focus is Channel growth. I've already alluded to that. 2024, we are all in on YouTube. We are still going to be a part of our Facebook community, but you're going to continue seeing us publishing YouTube content to our community. We want our community to grow to 10,000 this year. We're about 3,500 short of that. So my goal is channel growth on Facebook and YouTube. I don't know if I want to do TikTok because I gotta reopen up my account. So I don't know about TikTok yet, but we're absolutely focused on channel growth, right? Our community growth and the channels that we come in to service our community. So you're going to see us on Facebook. You're going to continue to see us on YouTube. We're going to see us more of a higher presence on YouTube. We are, I've been doing this for travel advisors for many years, but when you Google me, I am definitely there. But our SEO and our keywords we didn't have a plan. So we absolutely are going to be focused on organic growth this year. We have invested thousands of dollars in paid traffic. We'll continue to go paid traffic, but we will be doing a lot of organic growth tactics and implementing that. So as I do that in my business, what does that mean? I'll be teaching what I learn in our business. So what's working well for our business, I'll be sharing that with you all to let you all know. But I will hands down tell you, I've been doing YouTube not so well. I've got a partner in YouTube that we are going to be partnering who is an expert in YouTube, and we're bringing that into the community. I'm working with him now. My hope is that we can do that in January. But I'm going to bring you somebody who this is their jam. This is what they teach. This is what they do, and give you the opportunity to learn from experts in the space as well. We'll also be doing the same thing in SEO and what it takes. These are investments in your business. If you're a travel advisor, you've got signature travels, you want to grow a community, then you need to grow a community. There's some platforms to grow a community on. Facebook is a great platform to grow a community, but you have to invest in paid advertising to do that. If you want to grow a community organically, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, great platforms to do that. So I'm not experts in those platforms. So I got to bring in some external experts to do that. And that is what our focus is going to be in 2024. We're going to continue our vision in 2024 with helping three types of advisors, actually. First, the newbie. We started off with newbie advisors. We started off with Business Foundation, and we still meet a lot of advisors who are new to the industry, and they have either been recruited by a host agency and they are passionate about travel, and I'm still passionate about helping people launch travel businesses. So we will continue with helping new people launch successful travel businesses, right? Through standardizing the way that they launch and operate their travel business. So that is our number one. That is our mantra. You're going to see less of me doing that, though, in live group training. We already have programs that have been proven and executed for years. So we will be offering availability to do that on a self-paced effort and getting certified on a self-paced. So that's where Business Foundations, but we are going to continue to help people launch successful travel businesses. That's number one. Number two, we're focused in 2024 helping those travel advisors that have already been in business transition to profitable independence. That is our 2024 vision. So if you have been in business and you are with a host agency and you feel like you are ready to do it independently or do it in a hybrid model, our goal is to help you transition to profitability independently. And so we will be doing that through our MAPS membership and our MAPS program. And that is going to be our focus in 2024. And then our number three help that we're going to continue to work through in 2024 is help travel advisors consolidate the tech stack. I want you to do what we did, right? I want you to be able to see your customer journey from from the time you find them, right? On Facebook, in a messenger, in a smoke signal. I don't care where you find them, but from the time a person makes first contact with your business until the time you get them out of town and back into town, and that journey beyond, consolidate the way that you do that. So we're going to continue helping you consolidate the way that you technically operate your business through the usage of tools. So we will continue evaluating, we will continue integrating with those best of breed tools that out there, and we will continue to offer you technology solutions in your travel business. And then our biggest thing that we are super excited about in 2024 is, this year, I didn't go to as many conferences as I want to for a myriad of different reasons, but we are going to be doing our first. This has been on my heart for about 4 years, and we are launching our Profit Leader Summit, where we're going to be celebrating travel advisors who are achieving profitability. We will be launching that in September 2024. It's not actually launching, we actually will be conducting it. So we will actually start selling tickets to it. It's not a supplier symposium. So it's not going to be a bunch of, and don't get me wrong, I'm not criticizing the way anybody else runs their summit or how anybody else runs their thing. What I'm saying is our summit is going to be focused on the profit pillars associated with your travel business. So with that, it's going to be a 3-day summit focused on our profit pillars. So if you don't know what those profit pillars are, it's about designing signature trips, how you do that. How do you do that? With profitability in mind. Quoting and pricing. How do you quote? How do you achieve quotes from your choice suppliers and then price them for profitability? That's pillar 2. Pillar 3 is about the way that you promote your signature trips, and pillar 4 is around how you deliver content, strategic content, so that you can ensure that you're profitable, right? So we'll be bringing in speakers through those 3-day symposiums talking around those 4 pillars. I'll be bringing myself and other experts in the industry around those pillars of profitability. And then we are introducing the idea of income awards, right? So since we are helping you transition to independent profitability, we are going to be, for travel advisors, there's going to be a whole way that you submit so that you qualify for these awards. It's not income to me, but it's income in your business. We'll have 3 levels of income awards for travel advisors. One is going to be called the Rising Star. So those are travel advisors that are new in the business, less than 1 year, that hit 1,000K gross sales in their business. Those will be rising stars. And then we will have income builder awards for those independent travel advisors who hit 100,000 in gross sales in their business. We'll have a way that you submit your requirements so that we can validate that. And then our income builder, I hope that we have people who are income builders next year, but if not, this will be an ongoing award that we will be doing annually. It will be our profit builders. So those are for travel advisors who are actually hitting $1 million in sales in their travel business. I am super excited about the Profit Leader Summit. We'll be doing next year virtually, and then in 2025, we'll be doing it in person. So I look forward to announcing when tickets go on sale, and I look forward to you all participating and the partners that will be participating in that. That is our sneak peek in 2024. We have a lot going on in 2024, and it is my hope that in your travel business that you've defined your own personal vision and that you have some exciting plans for your own travel business. I'd love to hear about them. If you watch this in the replay, Post what your vision is for 2024. I'll respond personally around that. And I hope that you're a part of our vision in 2024. I'd love for you guys to share this video with any other travel advisor that you think would benefit from this. And do not forget to like and subscribe and do all those YouTube-y things that make a channel successful. And I will see you here next week for our 2024 first live of the year. Listen, have a great new year. I hope that you celebrate wisely and safely. Don't get sick. Don't get bronchitis. And I will be ending the year with tea and cough drops and an inhaler, hopefully not so much. But that breathalyzer, that breathing treatment that they gave me really helped me a lot. You're welcome. You're welcome. Happy New Year. Happy New Year all to all of you all. For those that have been through us throughout this year's journey, it has been great to service you. Me and my team look forward to serving you all in 2024 and continuing the journey. And remember, our mantra for next year is bold and fearless. And so I'll give you an opportunity to buy some t-shirts at the beginning of the year as soon as they come in. But bold and fearless, we end it bold and relentless. Have a great evening and Happy New Year.